Leo. This is your reading for November. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not in my home. I don't have a house yet, so if you would have to see right now how I made this installation for the reading, I think that you will be laughing at my face right now. So, now, first card, Leo, Ace of Wands. I mean, I think that this is one of the greatest cards you can have, you know. There are some other cards in the tarot, of course, that are very, very nice, but the Ace of Wands can fit you so well. It's like this pure fire, a spark, idea, you know, passion, like new passion, Leo. Something that right now might be coming to you or is happening to you, or maybe it already did in the past, but it's quite new, you know. Maybe something about your work. I mean, if you're new to this channel, so that you know in advance, I like to mix tarot cards with astrology, and so I've been checking your chart, Leo, before starting your reading. I've been meditating in your energy, and there was something that came very clear in my head, like suddenly I had these words that appear in my head, and it's maybe this month, and maybe this is what had been happening to you already from beginning of this month towards the end and beginning of December, is that you're gonna be in a moment where there might be a lot of changes regarding your career. And I think that this is something that maybe is impacting very strongly your home environment, and maybe even a connection that has something to do with your intimate, secure space of living. I mean, this eclipse we're gonna experience this Friday, a full moon in Taurus together with the electrifying Uranus, it's bringing surprises, you know. It's a partial eclipse, but this is the beginning of what is gonna have to come for the next following period, when we start entering the axis of Scorpio Taurus. So, and for you, Taurus and Scorpio, it means your 10th house, which is your work, your career, your status in society. Sometimes it doesn't have to be necessarily just work itself, but maybe something of how you see yourself represented in this world. Like, almost like the calling you have to do something in society, and what is your position in this society, Leo. And the eclipse with Uranus here, it might be that there are some opportunities or something here has happened unexpectedly, or maybe still has to come, that is touching this career, or maybe that a new idea, you know, that might put a lot of things in question regarding your security and your stability at home, like opposing your 4th house in Scorpio, where you don't only have the sun, Mars is there, Mercury is still there, and a new moon on the 4th, 5th of November. I think that a lot of things have been brewing on, like, and I think at a very emotional level about your home environment. Maybe there's something about your home that you want to change, or you wanted to change, and now suddenly there is some sense of completion. And this is not just like physical, but I think this is pretty emotional for you, Leo. And I don't think that this is just influencing you. I think that this is really influencing probably somebody that you live with. It's almost like this energy of like home life versus work life, you know. It's almost like you trying to maybe find a medium point between these two parts of your life, that maybe now it's like a new cycle is starting, and then, okay, how I'm gonna get to do this? How I'm gonna work on my routines now that I have this new beginning, or I have this new opportunity that maybe you didn't see coming. It's like, how can you adapt yourself towards it? Now, this is a general reading, as you probably know, so if the story doesn't resonate with you, Leo, watch other videos, okay? Or you can always reserve a private reading. I really recommend that. At this moment, I'm in Brussels, so if you are watching this video from Brussels and you are interested in a private reading, I can meet you out wherever you want, and we can get to do a reading, a private personal reading, you know. Otherwise, I do readings online, so all my information is below. Now, where are you coming from, Leo? Where this Ace of Wands is coming? There are too many cards. Only one. 5 Wands. You have been in a conflict. I mean, by now you only have Wands here. Let's get going. I mean, I think that if this is something that has happened already or is happening right now, it's almost like you get this new opportunity. Something that actually you really would like to try to do, as I'm getting this energy. But I think that maybe you, inside yourself, you are conflicted about having this new start. Maybe it might mean some risks. Or maybe this is not about an inside conflict you have about this opportunity, but maybe somebody, you know, it's not very, you know, secure with the step you want to take here, or maybe they are a little bit conflicted about what you want to do next, Leo. Okay? But now I see some arguments in the past. Maybe you come from a situation where there were a lot of things that were kind of like you were working maybe in a group of people, but there were some disagreements in this group, like people that you relate one-on-one, even if it's at work or if it's at an intimate level. But this is people that I think are quite close into your environment, Leo. And I think there were some conflict, argumentative energy here, and maybe there is something here new that's coming that is taking you out from the situation, or it's making a change in the dynamics of the situation, because an Ace of Wands, it's like a sense of like giving birth to something that makes you feel like rebirth. And you know, we are right now in the season of a Scorpio, and this is definitely the season where we are being rebirthed. Like, actually we're going through the death, no? But it's almost like this sense of, okay, we are coming back from the death. And now entering in December, it's almost like the light start coming up, you know? But this is the month to go into deep. Look at this. And this is your obstacle, and I have here the Fool, Leo. The jumping, the risk, needing to take a decision and a new opportunities, man, and this is such an Uranian energy. I think I'm connecting here with a Leo that maybe right now or throughout this week, I really think that this eclipse in Taurus in your 10th house is bringing something into your career, or an opportunity to do something that might be changing quite drastically how your life looks right now, Leo. And I think that maybe, I gotta say, as I'm getting the Fool and the obstacle, you have, it's almost like the door, it's being offered here, something it's coming. I think that this is like coming to you, or you're starting to see this maybe in your head, like, whoa, I didn't see this possibility before, and now suddenly arrives. But the jump is the issue. Like, you know that maybe regarding this new start, there is an important risk to take, freeing yourself. Because that's mainly what the Fool means. It's the sense of detachment and freedom. And knowing that, it's almost like, you know, it's not even the first arcane, the Fool. You know, the Fool represents, is like the 0 arcane. It's the beginner of the beginners of the beginners. And the one that is not scared of the unexpected. He's not scared of the adventure. He's not scared of jumping into the unknown. But even though his consciousness is sometimes telling him, hey man, don't go fucking there or you might kill yourself. But the thing is that he doesn't care. As is this car is coming in your obstacle, the issue here is maybe that you actually care. And maybe even though this might look great right now, you maybe don't know about how to even approach or start this situation. You're so much up into your head, Leo. I think it's like this, it's crazy because, man, from the moment I saw this energy and I was looking at your chart, for me, it's like it makes so much sense. Something here new is coming, let's say passionate. Something that it's almost like it's striking you in your head. It's opening even probably your heart in some ways that you even didn't expect it, surprisingly way. But the problem here is that I think that the cat right now, it's very scared to take this step. You don't know yet what to do about this. It's such a great card, this card, and I love this energy. It's like it fits you so well, like, you know, pure fire, pure passion, you know. No matter if you're talking about relationship, maybe something you want to start with somebody, or maybe that new job, or maybe new collaboration at work, but this is really new stuff, Leo. But it's like at the same time when I saw this Ace of Wands, even though I know this is a great card, I was already like having in my head this idea. It's like this word, like versus. You being in a position of you are like, this, even though it might look great, it might imply something that it really stress you out. This card, the Knight of Swords, is like you being a lot in your head about this. Even though maybe this is something that looks super good from the outside. It's causing you some anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. The swords being stagnated in your head and you get into a spiral that you, in some moments, you feel you can't even get out of it. Now, I know that I'm super late with these readings, but definitely I wanted to do the fixed signs for the month of November. You are so mental right now. Really. You are thinking a lot about the situation. Like you are it's like right now you're like, Leo, it's all like, it's like your mind is going at 300 kilometers per hour, like this Knight of Swords. Very mental. Now, what happens is that I definitely wanted to do first the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac for this month, plus Geminis, because I think that you are guys, fixed signs are the signs that this period is gonna be probably the most intense. Like the alignments and the aspects we're gonna experience this month, we are all gonna feel it. But the fixed signs are gonna go into, it's like we're going, and I'm including myself, we are going in different ways, of course, and each has its own personal history, experience of life, and you know, we are experiencing different ways. But I really get this feeling that all people that had a lot of fixed energy in their chart right now, they are going through a massive transformation. Like this is a culmination of everything that we have been preparing ourselves for quite some time. And it's just that it affects in different ways. And this is also what a Scorpio does to the other 3 signs, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. It's like a Scorpio season is the season of transformation, of deep change, you know. And with the alignments we have right now, things are moving that we never thought they would move. And even though sometimes these are things that maybe we were wishing for, in many ways, I don't think we feel ready for it. Like, for example, this energy of this eclipse, you know, it's, I mean, man, I also like talking about your work, because so you have in your 10th house this eclipse with Uranus, the full moon in Taurus, eclipse on Friday. So maybe it is something you are already feeling already for like this week. So something unexpected comes, and then there is Venus and there is Pluto already in your 6th house, and this is gonna be a very important aspect that we're gonna experience throughout the next following months. It's one of rare long stays of Venus in a sign. I mean, normally it doesn't happen for that long, but this is gonna be a very positive, even though Venus will be in retrograde, it's gonna be very positive for your career, Leo. Very positive to also you do the change you need to do to adapt yourself to these new possibilities. You know, that maybe right now you're so stressed because it's like, oh my God, how I'm gonna fit this opportunity in my life? How I'm gonna make this happen as my life looks right now? The issue is that right now is the moment to do the click, Leo, and change the perspective, because the possibility and the opportunity is there. And as this opportunity looks, I don't think that this is an opportunity that you want to miss, honestly. Of course, that's up to you. If this is happening to you, you're the only one who can choose. And listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, Leo. If you needed time by yourself to go through this and think, and not just think but feel like what your heart is telling you, you know, you're ruled by the heart, you know. So I think you should be paying attention what your heart is telling you right now, because something here is really firing you out, even though you might be scared as shit of doing this, Leo. What is coming in the environment for Leo? Man, a manifestation. I mean, look how beautiful this is. I mean, I have this feeling, Leo, this is not something that, it's almost like this is something that has come to you or is coming to you. I don't even think that you have been looking for it. Maybe in some ways you did, but you didn't expect this opportunity. I'm sure of it. Or you didn't expect that this will happen in this way. You didn't. Something here in the outside, this is an energy, the magician, that is influencing you, but it's external to you. This is a manifestator. This is like you have here the Fool crossing you as the start, the giving birth, the new idea that is being given birth here, and is coming from the outside. This is something that it's almost like something here is manifesting in your life, that it's creating a massive change, an opportunity to have a new cycle in your life, maybe a new career or a new position at your work. Maybe it doesn't mean changing your career, but maybe it's changing of position, doing something different regarding what you normally do. And maybe you don't feel ready. I mean, Saturn in your 7th house together with Jupiter. Saturn is gonna be doing, again, as this is the main subject for the whole year, guys, until beginning next year. Saturn is gonna be squaring still Uranus in Taurus, and it's also at this moment gonna be doing a square to the Sun and Mars in Scorpio. So the tension, the nervosity that maybe you are experiencing right now, excuse me, but sometimes my lights are like, man, I'm having so much technical problems. I cannot even start talking about it, but like, really, this is a crazy month. This tension, even though there is so much good coming, and even though there is so much manifestation going on right now for you, it's like you having this call to jump, to go somewhere new, to maybe to have a new career, to take this job, or maybe a new relationship, a new passion, maybe a new hobby, something that you never thought you would be able to do, Leo. It's almost like it's normal that right now there is so much tension. This is something that even if it doesn't come necessarily just from you, I mean, you feel it all around you. It's like, I think this new start, it's almost like creating this pressure that in some moments you're like, man, I mean, I cannot even, it's like, I cannot even believe it. It's like, this is like, it's like taking your mind in another level, Leo, to the point that you feel that you are completely not in control. Knight of Swords, as you're coming consciously in this reading, is like your mind is going at such a speed that I have the feeling that sometimes you have a problem to see things in the right way. I mean, I don't like to say right way or wrong way, but you know, sometimes yes. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, when you're thinking so overly too much, or your mind, it's like you feel so defocused with your mind that then you're not able to interpret things with clarity. It's like your mind is going faster than you, and you don't know what to think about it. And maybe that's why the jump is not yet there. Or maybe you did it already, but you're very nervous about it and you don't know how this is gonna take you. What is coming, the hopes and fears for Leo? Please. I mean, what is coming in the hopes and fears for Leo? What is coming in the hopes and fears for Leo, please? Wow, they didn't want to flip, guys. What is coming in the hopes and fears for Leo? What Leo is trying to hide right now? What Leo is trying to hide right now? Too many cards. Really too many. But you know what? I always like to look at them. I mean, it's okay, Leo. I really feel I need to tell you this. I think that you are overly so much thinking that and analyzing the situation that you might be even blocking this opportunity right now. I need to tell you this, Leo. Almost like self-sabotaging yourself, maybe. Talking about self-sabotaging. It's crazy because the hangman is what is coming in your hopes, but also what is coming in your fear. Leo, be very careful in the way you're talking to yourself right now, please. If this story, of course, is resonating with you. It's like the hangman coming in this position. What he's doing? He's holding himself from the ceiling and not taking any action. I mean, this is a very passive energy. Sometimes it's necessary, you know. Sometimes we need that moment or pass of, you know, saying, okay, I need to hang myself for a little bit so I can see the situation from another perspective. That's what he does. And then his head becomes illuminated like this bomb of light that he has in his head. And so suddenly, when he was feeling blocked, and while he's still probably feeling blocked, then he's able to see. The problem is that he's not taking any action. And in a way, it's almost like, as I see it, it's like you are being presented here with a situation that you know that this could really mean a lot, like a great deal, and probably like it's almost like a great jump. But that could mean starting from zero something, and maybe this is why you are like, I don't know if actually I want this because I don't feel ready. And so what you want to do is to hang yourself there, not take any action, and try to see on how can you approach this situation, because your thinking is not allowing you to take action right now. The problem is that even though you hope to be a little bit maybe for some time in this standby position, I actually don't think that you don't want to take action, because your consciousness is telling you to take action, Leo. Your consciousness is telling you to say something, to communicate something, to rush towards something fast. Maybe you want to send an email, maybe you want to send a message that it's regarding the situation, this new start, this passion, this fire you have that is very obvious to deny. Now, I gotta say by now, Leo, you want to stand by, but at the same time, I feel like you are afraid that this opportunity might be flown away because of the waiting. I feel like, as this position is very tricky in my reading, it's like what you hope, but what you probably you don't want, and maybe you're hiding to yourself. It's like, in a way, you would like to take things slower and see, okay, let me check this, or oh, I need to see how can I adapt this situation to my life, maybe, or this relationship or this new work opportunity. But it's like, actually, I don't think that you want to wait. I think that indeed you would like to take the jump, but the jump is not being taken fully. I think that you might be also scared to take a foolish decision. Like, let's say that maybe because of accepting this opportunity, you will put yourself in a lower position, or maybe you will take such a risk that maybe at the end this won't work, and then you will be afraid of losing in this position, in this new opportunity. I mean, it's natural, no? It can happen, maybe if you come from a period where things were maybe difficult for you, even at your career or work, maybe maybe a lot of things about your past, maybe past relationships were quite difficult for you in your past. Now there is this new passion, this new possibility that arrives, and maybe you're a little bit like sketchy about jumping, no, and being like so foolish that, okay, let's do it, no. The problem is that I really feel that you actually want this. I mean, this Ace of Wands is, and whoever might be bringing this opportunity to you, it's a big opportunity. It's magical, Leo. I think that this is something that is turning on again that fire in you, and you need this. I feel like it's not only that you need it, but it's like this is something that really can drive you. I really feel like you actually want this. It's just that you're scared of the action. Now, what is coming at the end for Leo? What is coming at the end for Leo? Page of Swords. Looking, spying, researching, analyzing, trying to look at the situation from maybe even afar, so maybe Leo will be able to take a decision here, or somebody will. Now, this Page of Swords, you know what I would like to do, Leo? Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Strength, Six of Coins. I wanna put a card with my tarot de Fournier. I'm gonna put a card on this Page of Swords because I don't like to end the reading like this. I mean, I need some extra info because by now, like, what I'm seeing is that you have these. I see that maybe you might start communication in this situation. Somebody will, or there is a situation that is presented to you that will make you want to say something or send that message or that email that might mean this new beginning, this new opportunity. But you're so nervous about it that I feel that even though if you decide to communicate to somebody here, or maybe to this new enterprise that offers, or there is this new offer opportunity at work, or something has come to you, it's almost like I feel that you will still be very defensive about this opportunity. So now, why is this Page of Swords there? Because of the indecision. It's like you feel that you cannot see. I mean, it's because I think that really, even though you know that this is something that you would really like to try, you don't feel ready for the jump. You're very mentally indecisive about the situation. The thing with this Two of Swords, and you know in the illustration of the Tarot de Fournier is Marseille Tarot, so you cannot really see this illustration in the same way. But you generally will see this guy that is having a bandage in his eyes, so he cannot see. And he has like two swords that are like into this fence position where he has a duality in his thinking, not like two different ideas, needing to take maybe a decision or to see with clarity in what direction to go, but he feels he cannot actually see. But the thing with these Two of Swords is that, yeah, the duality here is here. I mean, it's real, but it's mental. It's in your head. This is not something like that is coming from the outside. Actually, this is coming from you, Leo. You are the one who is very defensive about accepting an opportunity here or taking action toward this new opportunity. Now, I would like to put a card on this Ace of Wands, please, because it's the center of the reading, and then I'll be closing the reading, Leo. Because I would like to see a little bit more Page of Wands. This could be definitely that new offer at work. Somebody coming to you and saying, hey Leo, we would like to work with you. Or maybe you see this somewhere unexpectedly. Or maybe there is a message that arrives. Or maybe it could be, man, a social meeting. Maybe you meet somebody, if it could mean a relationship, you know? I mean, there is a lot going on in Aquarius in your 7th house of relationships, and Saturn is moving direct since October, so it might be that there is some important movements regarding your relationships, or one precise relationship in your life that maybe means a new passion, a new possibility to start something that could be, you know. But it's like, I think that maybe you are scared of being vulnerable maybe with this person. Maybe you see them in, I feel this, and maybe this is not for everybody, but I need to say this. Maybe you see them in the gathering with a lot of people, or in the public space, a social space. And I think that maybe there is a lot of people involved in the situation. Maybe this is the reason why you're not able to express or take the action while mentally you feel like it, or like you have the idea of doing this. And so what you do, Leo, is like to stand there and observe and do the spiral in your head. Come on, Leo. What are you doing? Let's see. I would like one more card for this 8 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Man, I think that this is an offer that maybe is completely new, but I think that this is something that was long time coming, or this is something that even you were waiting or expecting in some way, or somebody here was waiting for this. Somebody was manifesting this situation. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was the other person or the other company or the other colleague that was gonna tell you this. Hey Leo, we can do this right now. I think that this was something that was already long time coming. But it's I mean, I gotta say, I mean, this opportunity, and because at the end I see that you're indecisive about it, and I think this is you need to listen to your heart. You're the one taking a decision here. Nobody can do that for you, Leo. I mean, you're also the king of the jungles. I mean, who is gonna tell to the king of the jungle what to do? Okay? But I really think that this looks like a very expansive, passionate door. Something that maybe was, I mean, something that even could take you to really something completely new, Leo. Something also that it's really could, if you were in the past very conflicted, or you were in a situation where you felt very, very not so confident about, I think that this possibility actually could be really something that you could enjoy at all levels. And you see where I'm going. I don't think, to be honest, Leo, but I'm looking at this energy. I don't think that you want to miss this opportunity. I think that there is something here important that you want to say, and in case you want to say it, maybe you don't need to take a decision right now if that's what you don't want, or you don't feel like it. If your intuition is telling you, no way, maybe I'm not ready. Okay, take your fucking time. You don't need to rush neither. But maybe you could do something to communicate so that this opportunity won't just maybe dissolve while you are in the hang mode and not knowing what to do, because at the end that's actually one of the worst things that can happen, is then you just miss it because not being able to open up, just express, hey, listen, actually I'm interested, but maybe right now it's not the moment for me, instead of not taking at all action and then putting yourself in this state of mind. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there, Leos. I hope you enjoy this reading. I wish you the best. I think that there is something amazing going on here. And just take that time, Leo. If you want to leave your comments below, do so. And otherwise, I hope to see you next month. Take good care, guys. Bye bye.